a co-creator of Xbox, hopes Sony will respond to the Microsoft invitation to link Xbox Live and PSN. It's good to see some of the war kind of ramping down. More respect and cooperation between these two groups. That's a literal actual quote. Now, this basically is doing the Microsoft thing where they're saying, why don't we coexist and have cross-platform play? Which honestly I feel wouldn't be too bad of a thing on some accounts. Now, Final Fantasy XI was a game I used to play on my PS3. It was a PS2 game. It then came to the Xbox 360, and you were still able to play it on the PS3. And it gave the ability to play people from PC to Xbox to PlayStation. And I thought it was great. You interact with people you otherwise would have never gamed with and met, and I made a lot of friends on that. Now, in those sense, the cross-platform play is perfectly fine, and it's great. The cohabitation of everyone involved in an MMORPG or something that's, cooperative play is great. Now, I have seen some people who are on the console spectrum of things saying anywhere between this would be awesome to have, or it would also build a new war. In the sense of, it could be a double-edged sword, if you will. Now, people who already have friends on PlayStation are like, great, now we can play our games together. But there is a weird sort of sense of brand loyalty that people still have right now in the console community. I mean, it's crazy. And then again, it's the same with PC. It's everywhere. It's a tribalism. It's human nature, really, the us versus them complex. I don't really understand it, but it is there. There are people who prefer NVIDIA products over AMD, Intel over AMD, and they're fiercely passionate about whatever platform they choose to use in their personal PC. The same can be said of consoles. On some aspects, I could see this leading into a few people sort of using this system and being dicks to people who use different consoles. Like, haha, people who play PlayStation 4 suck at fucking Call of Duty. Fucking losers, Xbox for life, and shit like that, and so on and so forth. Sony ponies, X-boners, etc. And then, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure that there has to be more civilized people on the consoles than douchebags. I mean, frankly, whenever you hear about someone fucking up on Xbox stealing mods off of PC platform, that's just a vocal minority. And we tend to focus on them and not the large majority of people who have bit of common sense and more of a life and a hell of a lot more going on for themselves versus being an asshole on a console. Do you think this would usher in a new era of gameplay that would unify all platforms? I mean, as far as first-person shooters go, I see it not being a real issue for PlayStation versus Xbox players. But long as cross-platform doesn't jump as far as first-person shooters like Battlefield and so on, I don't see this becoming something that's too dangerous or too damaging to the community. But in all things, there'll be good and bad, and only time will tell whether this move is fantastic or a huge mistake. But at the current point in time, it doesn't seem that Sony's on the ball for this, which is a little too bad. But, what are you going to do? Maybe if enough people are vocal for this, that change will come. And I don't mean getting on change.org and signing petitions, please. I don't really feel that does anything. Thank God the Nazis don't exist now. I'm telling you, if they did, people would just file a change.org against the Nazi regime, and we'd all lose the war and die. All right, I better stop. Well, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. And if you feel I deserve more subscribers, feel free to share my videos everywhere. Force them on people. Shove it down their throats. Just like PewDiePie fans do. You must become militant. I am the Che Guevara of gaming. Or YouTube. I don't know. Just remember that I'm very heroic. Don't ever question that.